Hello everyone, MikeMoneyGMR here, and welcome back to Quest 64. I accidentally started the recording early because I was looking at the page and I forgot that I didn't have my program already open to do the recording, so I ended up getting screwed over. But regardless, anyway, I think I finally found one of the shit talkers, which I think is hilarious. And a lot of people, as a warning, you will hate this guy from what I'm about to read. Not just about the Quest 64 part, but because of what he says about other games too. So here we go. Quest 64 is the first RPG to come to the Nintendo 64, which is pretty sad and pathetic when you think about it. Actually, I think the entire RPG concept is stupid. Think about it. Role-playing game. That means you are playing the role of a character and are totally submerged in their world and can interact with it. Using that definition, Mario 64 is an RPG. So is GoldenEye 007. The only genre that isn't an RPG is the puzzle genre. Most of the time, at least. RPG really means retarded pretend game. In other words, you go through large generic worlds and fight in menu-based battles for hours and hours until you gain experience. Games that come to mind would be Chrono Trigger, Dragon Warrior, FF7, Pokemon, and Quest 64. Oh brother. So basically he just shit-talked not only this game, but Super Mario 64, GoldenEye 007, Chrono Trigger, Dragon Warrior, Final Fantasy VII, Pokemon, and basically, yeah, the same game I just said. Wow! Anyway, let's see. So he goes into the story a little bit more. And so, like, basically he tells you about the game. And he's also one of the ones that says only use earth and water, right? So you control Brian in the world, in this huge 3D world that is Celtland. Quest 64 is the first 100% 3D RPG, which is even more sad. Quest 64 is like an RPG in many ways. You control magic spells, follow Brian through his homeland, sleep in hotels. There are turn-based battles, etc. It is also not like an RPG. There is no money system, no other people that will join Brian on his quest, and well, that's it. But Quest 64 is an RPG. So yeah, this is the person I'm thinking of. Let's see. To advance your magic spells, you must collect the spirit gem that litter the landscape. You will see them as a small bubble-like geyser that flashes on and off. You have to have a sharp eye to spot some of them. When you get over it, you'll see a question mark over Brian's head. Press the Z button or A, and you will see the C button's configuration. You may not raise the power of your magic spell. C is up, C is fire, C up is, basic fire, wind, water, and earth. Learn these. Note, you may also win spirit gems in battle. So basically he tells you that everything, battles are random, and all that. Let's see. Here we go. Why Quest 64 sucks. A short list of why Quest 64 is one of the stupidest games I ever had the misfortune of playing and buying. No story. Wow, his dad is gone and his book is stolen. No. Enemies too powerful or too weak. Although the enemies are very original and look cool, they are almost always way too powerful or way too weak. Examples, enemies in the final level are addendum dries. You won't know what that is for a while. If you do not put all your spirit gems in earth and water, it is practically impossible to get to the end. That is not right, and it's bullshit. The bosses, not only are they stupid looking and install no fear in you except for the final boss, they have only 1 or 2 attacks in all. That is ridiculous. It is impossible to get 50 spirit gems in each element. Well, if you keep on fighting until you had hair coming out of your ears, it would be possible. No, it's not. The dungeons are pathetic. I'm not even sure if you can really call them dungeons. So yeah. No minigames, enough said. Accessories, armor, shield, sword, staffs, capes, boots. Does Quest 64 have any of these items? Let me try to remember. No. You're stuck with everything you start out with. Is that a problem? In my opinion, no. So let's see. What about currency? Let me think. No, you just magically get things from other people and for no good reason. Actually, the Japanese version, which came out much later than the American version, is going to feature some sort of cash. Where's a gun when you need it? That's interesting. I wonder when it came out. Spells. Yes, there are more than 40 in the game, but you only need about 5 in all. I'm not going to tell you what they are. There are many others, but that covers pretty much of it. Quest 64 is the most shallow game in existence. The only thing that I think they did well was the towns and cities, the monster design, and maybe the spell graphics, although some of them are way too short. And this is my favorite thing of all. You may be wondering why I'm doing an FAQ for such a lowly game. It's because I got cheated into buying this, and I make FAQs for any game that I own. Besides, some people actually like the game. Okay, I admit that the towns are fun to explore, but that is it. I know I could sell it, and I plan to do so when I need cash. So this guy made me question why he even bothered making this fact. He could have easily just said, this game sucks, I'm not doing it, when the game does not suck and it has its charm. I still say that this game deserves to be played all the way through by those who enjoy playing it. So why does he say that, why does he basically shit on the game? Well, it's not actually said very much, to be honest. But I do feel as though, he is being very unfair in his, critiquing of this game. See, I came into this game, and I will tell you right away, unlike what I usually do, I really enjoyed this game from the start. I really did. Oh, by the way, this place is impossible to explore at night, to be completely honest. Oh, well, these guys aren't too bad to kill. I still love that he is saying that. So, I don't even remember how we got this game, to be completely honest. I sadly don't have a story for you in that regards. I wish I did, I really do. But sadly, I do not have a story for you when it comes to this game. All I really have is that we've had this game for years, and I can tell you that we never actually beat it, sadly. Actually, I want to try this. I definitely did 1 damage with the help of that. That's nice. Nice. But anyway, I won't mind telling you the silver amulet. Oh yeah, you can randomly find items too. Protective talisman increases defense 1.5 times. Okay, that's cool. But it's I won't mind telling you the plot since it is so generic and predictable it would take a real idiot to be surprised. Although this game is so crappy, it's amazing. Watch me as I make it look really complicated like all those people who write FAQs for PlayStation RPGs. This would be a riot. No, I don't have anything against the PSX at all. But some of those authors make the games look way more common than it is. So yeah, I thought he was the one who tells you, but it might actually be one of the other ones. Let's see what this guy has. Hey, thanks to you for clicking on the link to this mini guide. This mini guide will give you info on spirit, elemental locations, magic spells, items, and monsters. Please note there is no walkthrough here, and there are no plans by me to make one, but hopefully this coupled with a good walkthrough will be all you need. That's interesting. Huh. Okay. So if you're going to do the fire route, I'll tell you what levels each one will give you a new spell. Level 4, level 7, level 10, level 13, level 16, level 19, level 22, level 24, level 28, 30, 32, 36, 40, and 44. That's the last one. Wind spells. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 37, 42, and 47. Water spells. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 37, 42, and 47. So as you see, water spells get them a lot quicker. So, yeah. Earth spells, it's 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, 19, 21, 24, 27, 31, 34, 36, 39, and 43. So, there you go. He doesn't say anything about which ones you should choose, so yeah. I'm going to click this Fire Wind guide real quick. First of all, you're probably wondering what the Fire Wind challenge is. It is an extremely hard challenge where you first two elements that you max out must be Fire and Wind. There's also a tougher challenge called the Only Fire Wind challenge. In this challenge, you only use Fire and Wind, even if you max out 3 or 4 elements. Wow. That's hilarious. Especially considering that in this game, I can definitely tell you I had a difficult time beating it with what I had. Well, not beating it, like getting as far as I did with what I had so far. Which is... I think I have... Earth, Wind, and Fire. Well, I'll show you, basically. When I get back to the save point, I'll show you. But yeah, I'm not going to be just like standing around most of the time. I'm sorry I did that. I just kind of wanted to show you a little bit of this game's more interesting things because it's a lot of fun. And I wanted to read these guides because I really think it's hilarious what people say about this game. Now, I will say this. Do I think that it is possible to win the game without having Earth and, you know, water magic? Personally, I do think it's possible because from what I've played, I actually started, like, back in the day, I was able to actually dodge every attack, for the most part. Of course, that meant that my defense was very low for the most part as well, so it kind of sucked. But I can understand why they tell you, you know, not to just go crazy with this, game and all that. So, those of you who have been asking, I'm sure, why am I Let's Playing this game? Well, actually, my buddy Tryon Morning actually challenged me to do it, basically, so to speak. He was like, I know the game isn't liked by a lot of people, but I'm sure you can make it interesting. You've made other horrible games interesting. Which made me laugh, I won't lie. But yeah. Anyway. So for the most part, what I recommend if you do decide to play this game, I'll tell you for now, finding a copy of the game is surprisingly not that hard. They're not really expensive on Amazon and stuff that I've seen. Well, if you want like a brand new copy, it's $100, but other than that, and I don't mean like, like factory made, I mean like literally, like in the best shape possible. But I think if you were to pay for a copy of this game nowadays, it would probably cost you to get like a really decent thing, maybe 20 or so. It all depends on how expensive the people who are selling it decide to put it as. By the way, just in case you're wondering how restriction works, yeah, it's supposed to keep the enemy from moving, but it rarely actually works. So it's kind of a sad thing to have. But it does have a cool little animation. Anyway, since it's daytime, let's go ahead and see if we can't make our way further into this area. Probably not, but I want to try anyway. Very nasty, that's what it actually is called. Damn. There we go, finally did some damage. Yeah, you sadly do have to work up agility to be able to get enough, like, chances of actually surviving attacks. Because that's the only way something will miss you. Oh, and by the way, the thing with the Marion Nasty, it does look like it's a naked, nasty piece of shit. I don't think it's actually supposed to look like that. Just so you know. There we go. I might actually die here. No, never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna put some more points in water for now. So yeah, this is the gate over here. I want to show this off real quick. Enemies won't attack you while you're right in front of it. Do drop, but if you do try to open it, you can't. And I think the signs were supposed to be legible at some point, but that wasn't also added to the game. But basically, just if you had to guess, it would say that that's to lead out of the forest, basically. So yeah, I think over here somewhere is supposed to be another one thing. Damn. So much for that. Yeah, the only thing you can't get from, like, fights if you escape, if you run from them, is you can never get your next spirit level, sadly. But yeah, it's always a good idea to just hold the direction you were running, because since the map isn't able to generate your circle yet, it actually will keep you from dying. Which is the greatest thing about that. There we go. But yeah, I'm afraid that I have some bad news for you. For those of you who want the game to move on from this point, it doesn't. Like, you are going to be grinding for a lot longer than you ever thought possible. Like I said, you probably want to get your health to about 70 maybe. You want to get your magic to, I would say, 25-ish? And like I said before, you might want to get your defense to like double digits. Because like I'm still taking a lot of damage. I thought 7 would be good enough, but apparently not. Even at 9, I'm still taking a shit ton of damage. Some would like to claim that the stats are bugged. I don't really feel that way. I feel like as far as stats go, they work the way they're supposed to. So I mean, it's not like it's the worst thing in the world. How are we doing on finding another spirit thing? Oh wow, we got a ways to go. Now, do I feel like you can ultimately get, like they said, the like all your spirit gems filled up? I did say bullshit when I said that. I really don't think you can. Because of my experience, from how far I got into the game, you can't. Because eventually it just felt like I wasn't getting anywhere in terms of leveling. But they do suggest that you take and do other things, you know? Like, you know, kind of stick to 3 basic elements. Will will I be able to put a whole bunch of points in fire, you might be asking? Sadly, probably not. Since I chose not to use it as of right now, I probably won't be able to show off a lot of its abilities, sadly. But yeah, for the most part, my plans for this, like I said, is to just get as far as I can in the game. And if you guys ask me to stop, I'll stop, you know, type thing. But, you see, like I said, really enjoy this game. And I feel like it needs more credit than it gets lately. Like, I can tell you right now, none of the people that I watch on YouTube have done a Let's Play of this. That should say something, because they are, like, you know, I would say bigger time Let's Players. And yet they still will choose not to, you know, play this game because they're just like, oh, I know it's, from what I've heard, it's a terrible game, and that's all they go off of, you know? I just love these monsters, man-eaters. If I managed to get anything else up, well, yeah, I'm about to get HP up again. Defense is up to 10 now. I guess we can go try our luck again. But I think I'm going to actually pop into this area and then kind of pause the episode real quick and do some more fighting around here, and then maybe we'll see if we're able to move on. Till then, everyone, bye.